Welcome students, myself SC Kunde from Gokhale Education Societies, JDC Bitco, English Medium High School, Nasik Road. Previously, I have started lesson number 14, Substances in Common Use. In that lesson, we have studied washing soda, properties and uses of washing soda, then soap and radioactive substances. Next topic is food colors and essence. Some chemical substances in day-to-day life. The food that we eat, objects like clothes, utensils, watches, medicines, and other objects are made from various kinds of matter. This affects our health directly or indirectly. Let us learn about some such substances. Food colors and essence. Food colors are mixed in most soft drinks and foodstuff available in the market. These food colors are used in domestic as well as commercial products. Certain colors and essence are added to ice cream, ice candies, sauce, fruit juices, cold drinks, pickles, jams, and jellies. Food colors are often found to be added to packaged meat, that is chicken or mutton. Chili powder, turmeric, sweets, and other similar substances. So, as to give them a good color, the food colors and essences are added in such products. Harmful effect of artificial food colors. Food colors added to pickles, jams, and sauce contain small quantities of lead and mercury. This can be harmful for those who consume these products on a regular basis. Disease like attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, that is ADHD, can affect children due to excessive consumption of food with added food colors. Next topic is dye. The color substances which on applying to an article impart that color to the article is called a dye. Generally, a dye is soluble in water and insoluble in oil. Often, a mordant has to be used to fix the color after dyeing a cloth. Plants are the main source of color for preparing a natural dye. Roots, leaves, flowers, barks, fruit, seeds, fungus, and pistil are used for making dye. In Kashmir, a very good dye is made from saffron, which is used to dye fibers from which saris, shawls, and dresses are made. These are very costly. Many peoples are engaged in this occupation as their means of earning a livelihood. The use of henna leaves to color hair is safe for health. William Henry Perkin invented an artificial dye in 1856. Artificial dye are classified into many types on the basis of chemical properties and solubility. Petroleum products and mineral are used in these dyes. Next is artificial colors. We regularly use artificial color on Rangapanchami, decorating the house by painting. The red color used on Rangapanchami is very dangerous. It contains a high proportion of mercury in it. This poses risks like blindness, skin cancer, asthma, itching of the skin, permanent blocking of sweat, pores, etc. Therefore, it is necessary that artificial colors are used cautiously. Next is deodorant. Body odor is caused by the bacterial decomposition of the sweat. A deodorant is used to prevent this odor. Everybody likes a fragrant deodorant to remain fresh the whole day. School children use deo on a large scale. This large scale use of deo in adolescent is a result of the advertisement shown on television. Deodorant contains parabens, that is methyl, ethyl, propyl, benzene and butyl, and also alcohol in large proportion. Aluminium compounds and silica are also used in making deodorant. There are types of deo. First one is ordinary deo. It contains a smaller proportion of aluminium. It decreases the odor of the sweat. Second one is antiperspirant deo. This decreases the extent of sweating and it contains about 15% of aluminium chlorohydrate. It clogs the sweat pores on the skin. And third is the clinical deo. Some people sweat heavily and it has harmful effect on the skin. Clinical deo meant for such people it contains 20 to 25% aluminium. It is used during the night. Harmful effects of deo. Aluminium, zirconium compounds are the most harmful chemicals in the deodorant. Disorders like headache, asthma, respiratory disorders, heart disease are likely to occur without our knowledge. There is possibility of various skin disorders and also skin cancers due to the aluminium chlorohydrate. Next topic is Teflon. Teflon is used for coating cooking utensils and industrial equipment to avoid sticking. It is the polymer of tetrafluoroethylene. Roy J. Plunkett discovered this Teflon in 1938. Its chemical name is polytetrafluoroethene and the chemical formula C2H4N. Next topic is powder coating. Powder coating is a method of applying a layer harder than paint on the surface of an iron object to prevent rusting. In this method, a polymer resin, a pigment and some other ingredient are mixed, cooled and ground into a uniform powder, and this powder is spread on the polished metal surface by electrostatic spray deposition. In this method, the particles of the powder are given an electrostatic charge, due to which a uniform layer of the powder sticks to the metal surface. Then the object is heated in the oven along with the coating. A chemical reaction occurs in the layer, resulting in the formation of long cross-linked polymeric chain. This powder coating is highly durable, hard, and attractive. Powder coating can be done on plastic and medium density fiber board in day-to-day use as well. Next is anodizing. A protective layer is formed naturally on the surface of aluminium metal by reaction with oxygen in air. In the anodizing process, this layer can be made of the desired thickness. Anodizing is done by electrolysis. Dilute acid is taken in the electrolytic cell and the aluminium article is dipped in it as the anode. When an electric current is passed, hydrogen gas is released at the cathode and oxygen gas released at the anode. A reaction with oxygen occurs and a layer of hydrated aluminum oxide is formed on the anode, that is the ion article. This layer can be made attractive by adding color in the cell during electrolysis. We use anodized cooking utensils like griddles and cookers. Next is ceramic. Ceramic is a heat resistant substance formed by kneading an inorganic substance in water and then shaping it and hardening it by heating. Pots made by a potter, Mangalore roofing tiles, constructions bricks, pottery, terracotta articles are made, or they are the some examples of common ceramic article that we see around us. Next is porcelain. This is a hard, translucent and white color ceramic. It is made by using the white clay called kaolin, found in China. Glass, granite and the mineral feldspar is mixed with kaolin and kneaded with water. The resulting mixture is shaped and fired in a kiln at a temperature of 1200 to 1450 degrees Celsius. On firing again after glazing, beautiful articles of porcelain are obtained, which porcelain vessels are used in the laboratory. Next topic is bone china. Bone china is made by adding some ash of animal bones in the mixture of china clay, feldspar and fine silica while making porcelain. This ceramic is harder than porcelain. Last topic is advanced ceramic. Oxides like alumina, zirconia, silica and some other compounds like silicon carbide, boron carbide are used instead of clay for making advanced ceramic. These ceramics require a temperature of 1600 to 1800 degrees Celsius and an oxygen-free atmosphere for firing. This process is called sintering.